Twitch won't let me put DTF St. Louis. So I don't know. Like that. See if that works. Hey, light and sound. Just let your soul glow. Got a little bit of a headache. I need to eat something. Yes, the hair is still hanging in there. All right, so we're doing Love and Marriage, right? I didn't watch it. I don't want to take a thing because I need to eat something for my head. Maybe I should. What can I eat real quick? Let me put Love and Marriage on. Chills. Higgins. Got a little headache. I need my Motrin down here. No. Okay. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? Hold on 1 second. I can actually do this on the computer. But do y'all want to watch the debacle? Whoa, this thing's itching my arm from yesterday. Love and Marriage, right? Oh, I didn't sign out of here. Was it that bad? Was I getting ready to snap out? I thought I kept it cool. I thought I kept it like kind of cute. You talking about me and Top Shelf? That was wild how that came out. Maybe I misinterpreted it. Matter of fact, we want to see. I want to look at that real quick. All right, let me eat this biscuit up so I can take a Motrin. I want to see. Was I tripping? Cause y'all like I'm glad y'all watching. I just thought that was so ignorant. No, for you to say, maybe I misinterpreted. I don't think I did misinterpret what he said. Like, excuse me? The fuck did you just say to me? She can't do what? Because what? You really just said that? To another black woman? Nah. Nizar. And this ain't the first time you got up here with some bullshit. Okay? Claritin is not open. Let me go get a Motrin. And let us not forget, isn't this the same person who came up here with a story that was the same plot line as Traffic, the movie? Do we forget? You know, sometimes people say things for shock value, but I wasn't on no like Hold on. I want to take a 800 Motrin. I don't want all that. I was activated. And then you have Q. I know he's trying to mediate and keep the peace, but I felt like every time I was trying to talk, I wasn't able to. I wasn't allowed to. And I said it before, I'll say it again. I got to touch oppositional defiance disorder, which means I don't like motherfuckers telling me what to do. Oh, shoot. I'm suffering, y'all. Normally, I would just take my ass back to sleep. Whew. That Claritin ain't working. What else can I take? Take my dad got some medicine. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. You got anything good in here? I don't see any Claritin. Hell is all this? We go to Motrin. Should I take regular Motrin or I got a 600 milligram joint? Oh, he got gloves. I spent $8 for a pack of gloves. I just want to clear it. Maybe like a Claritin D or something. I see some airborne. But everybody understood why I went left, and you walked top shelf back to respectful dialogue. He didn't mean no harm by me letting him on cue. Was up there. No, the Xanax calmed me down. But I think I still was turning up a little bit even after I took one. Let me see what went left. I can't keep it with this allergy shit. We don't have no drugs. We might have to go to CVS. But I don't think it's that. I think it's... I don't know. Hold on. All right, so we already had Q, me and Q, going back and forth about things. And for the most part, you know, Q is going to... I know where he stands when it comes to Heavenly. And like I said, I feel like Heavenly get a lot of hate because of the statement she made. Y'all be too comfortable with anti-blackness. That shit is not... Not over here. And that's my problem. Like I said, I am in no way, shape, or form caping for Heavenly. I do not like her or anybody that much. But it's the principle. I pay attention to what's going on with the government. I don't just read the headlines. I don't just watch what's on the news on TV. I'm really paying attention. I'm gonna say that lady isn't qualified because you don't like how she acts on a fucking TV show. It's stupid to me. It's a TV show, guys. It's only entertainment. And people be going too far with that shit with, for real, if we really want to talk about it, people be going too far disrespecting that woman. Like, they feel too comfortable calling her all kinds of fat bitches and whatever else they be calling her. They are really too comfortable disrespecting her. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And talking about her son, and suppose he really does have a medical. To me, it is given. He might be a little, you know. I don't even know Heavenly Kiss. Is that the one that doesn't even come on the show? Most people. Here, let me drop the link. I had to make a new account. I ran out of storage. Branded welcome guests. You know, you can show, well, you can now welcome guests with a brand custom page. What the fuck does that mean? Hold on. They got some new shit. Make a strong first impression. Guests can now join through a branded landing page, automatically generated from your brand, your logos, your colors, your scene. I don't know what that means. Most people are not with the Heavenly campaign, and that's what's causing the disagrees. For real, it's not even about Heavenly. It's about, what is it about? It's about the bullshit where Black people not supporting other Black people because you don't like. And let's get another thing straight too. Jamal is a misogynist, okay? Think of borderline abusive. He don't even fucking know it. He's controlling, not physically abusive, but don't be fooled by Jamal and his bullshit.
Hey, boo. I'm laughing because I was like, Jamal's our favorite misogynist, though. I like him.
Yeah,
Yeah, he could be a little, mm, but he gets the pass. Everyone likes him.
yeah. His good always is bad.
Yeah.
But I didn't see him. I've known him. You still here? Wait a minute. I don't know what's going on. Are you still here? Your mic is muted. I don't think I can unmute it. Did I unmute it? No. Your mic is muted, Amy. All right, so I don't know what happened to Amy, but I am going to show. We're going to review.
Could you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
I'm sorry. What was you saying?
Um, Maul. We talking about Maul. Sharp said, "Yeah, Maul's my nigga."
Yeah, I fuck some more. Just like I fuck with Kimi. Everybody's problematic, but it's good problematic, right?
That's my friend. That ain't my man, so I really don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah,
Yeah. But
I know
yeah.
him literally since I was a baby.
Yeah. You don't play by them all though.
No,
You don't.
I don't play about none of my friends. My real friends.
I know. You don't play. So I understood why you had to put him into the conversation.
Because how you going to say I didn't check him about Kamala Harris?
Well, you know at that point what it was. I think that he felt attacked at that point and he wanted to like get away from the narrative that he felt was gaining steam. So he was like, "What about this?" And it's like, well,
And that was
at the end,
wrong road, bitch.
yeah,
Wrong road.
like,
You
well,
already on tonight. I'm waiting to get your ass already. Don't do that.
like he at that point is like, yeah, listen, we who are regular listeners understand there's some problematic thoughts, but you don't promote those thoughts. You speak, you let people have discussion. Because if that's the case, I know. I see. I heard a couple.
Is that my thing or yours? You went out again? All right, let's see. Amy, your mic is muted.
Into, hey, could you hear me?
Now we can. I don't know. Your mic just keeps getting muted. I don't know why. I
It's
didn't do
not.
it.
It's my daughter calling my phone, and I'm like, "What is chat?"
Okay, okay.
She's like, and I'm like, I gotta like hurry up and get her off the line. Say it again.
I don't think I was saying anything.
Oh no, I was saying, like there's been a number of times when we have been on the channel and there has been some really interesting discussions that everybody don't agree with. It's not that you're promoting it. It's just sometimes we have a free flow of conversation and that happens. It's not the same as like it's a panel. People be saying wild shit all the time. That don't mean
Right.
we agree with it.
Right.
Remember that dude came up who was a racist and was like, uh, you guys are in our niggas and say all that stuff. We
Mhm.
was like, we played with him for a little bit and kicked him off.
He got right. He kicked himself off because he didn't get the reaction that he wanted.
Nope, sure didn't. But I was like, this is not one of those channels that I feel like you can use it as an argument point. Like you let this person say that. I'm like, no, not really. Because I mean, point blank, like I was saying, like when Kylie was here, it was a lot of stuff we didn't agree with, but she would say things all the time. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think would have happened if she was here yesterday?
That would have been an interesting conversation. Mhm. 'Cause I know it would have went down that route of because he's not even she's not black and they're biracial. And then they would have been like then he would have been like what would South F should have said? I don't know, but it would have been interesting. I know we would have
It would
gotten
have
to the
went
biracial
really
discussion.
fucking up. Yes,
And then
it would have ended up there.
we would have been on who's black and who's not black and who should be running and why they should. It would have been interesting, but it would have definitely got derailed. We'd have been like, "No, wait a minute, let me get back to the topic." Lovely.
Lovely, lovely lioness. What's going on?
Hey, boo.
Hey, can you hear us?
I can't hear her.
Yeah, we can't hear you. I don't know what StreamYard.
Is acting up. Hey,
Oh, I hear
doll.
you. Hey, hey, hey.
Ricky, say something.
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, it was taking a minute to load up. Hey, dog. Yesterday was a blast.
Oh, look at you. You enjoyed the fighting.
I was, I was in the comments.
I think I saw you there.
I was in
Yeah.
the comments
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Yeah, because I'm
Because I
another
watched
fat
you.
black woman. I'm, a,
Right.
I'm another fat black woman.
I was,
And
it is real truth.
anywhere I
But
go,
I was worried that you was going to like go off the dip ends. I was like, no, but you know, put the gun down. Like, is you're right, but I felt like you was about to cuss him out something really bad, and we were never going to see Top Chef ever again. And I was
I
like,
want
you
no.
did see her rise up. You did see her rise up. When I saw what she said, I said, oh, shit.
It's like when Richie get activated, it's like it's no coming back,
You had took
baby.
a
Like,
deep breath. You had took a deep breath, Richie, and you was like, go back and watch it. You was like, I seen her eyes well. I said, oh, Lord.
cause you gotta. The thing
What
is that whole
I
fat
think
black
he meant to
thing.
say the
Mm-mm.
world. What he
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. The lovely got cut off. Say it again, lovely. We can't hear you.
listen,
It sounds
me,
like it may be. Are you on Wi-Fi? Because we can't hear you. It sounds like your Wi-Fi is going out. It doesn't sound like it's StreamYard. If you can hear me, turn your Wi-Fi off. If you on Wi-Fi, because we can't hear you.
Is she still on it? I'm waiting on her.
I'm thinking I need to move my Wi-Fi router closer to the kitchen.
Hmm.
You know, because sometimes it lags and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I don't have it in direct line of sight with how it is now, it kind of gets like the computer gets slow. But
Mm.
let me look back and see what y'all talking about. 'Cause
Lord.
let me see.
You're not gonna get mad again though. Please don't get mad.
The man, the most expensive one.
I
Was I
got
Oh,
the
and I
see?
need to
phone.
get police to comment. Wait,
Okay.
you know what? I should put this on my regular channel too.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take Twitch off because we ain't watching uh
Pretty
okay.
baby. And in the mix.
But when we watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, I'm gonna have to remind me to drop Richie B off so I don't get a strike over there.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see where everything went left for me. Cause I just feel like y'all making me sound like a lunatic.
No. Here's the thing. It was a triggering thing to say. You got to be like, even you, like, I feel like there's a million and one criticisms of Heavenly that could be talked about, but the aesthetic of Heavenly is not the problem. If we're being honest, and I feel like that was very triggering because at the end of the day, that has nothing to do with politics at this point because now you're zeroing in on something that is like a stereotype and it's a offensive stereotype because like you said, I'm a fat black woman. That's a hell no. We're not doing this on this like in this discussion because we got to find another way to like express what your thoughts are without making it about that. And
And
and I feel like he understood it when you snapped, but it was a point that it was like you was like, let's bring it back, let's do this again, let's speak. Like you're gonna have to understand exactly why the fuck I went off. And I think he was like, okay, well let me. It was like a situation where he understood where he went wrong, but at that point you were just activated. You was like, fuck that. I don't hear what you. I don't want to hear anything you would have got to say. Shut the fuck up.
no, it was more. He kept saying little shit and okay, girl, and that kind of shit. That's what
Yeah,
was like.
that was where the I feel like at some point he knew he
Because
was
I think he was
wrong.
standing on that shit. Because I feel like A, he was standing on it. B, this whole notion that she's not good enough now, you're saying because she's fan black, but before, because of all the other stuff, it's stupid to me when you look at who is in Congress, and I don't care what any Q or anybody say about you would rather have this and that instead of Heavenly, and because she was on reality TV. Who cares? Like I said, you know who wouldn't have voted no for the TSA shutdown? Heavenly. You know who wouldn't vote against, kids getting free meals in school? Heavenly. You know who wouldn't be voting for against all of the issues that are being voted for right now? Heavenly. She doesn't have, she's not this person that y'all trying to make her. We have a convicted felon accused of pedophilia, okay? Heinous, horrendous crimes.
Yep.
More and more people every day we see them stealing, we see them doing insider trading, we see them killing adults. We just see the worst, are seeing the worst of the worst of a lot of people in Congress. And for y'all to say that she can't get up there, or Toya can't get up there, or I can't get up there because of ABCD, it annoys me just as a black community. Y'all got all these high standards for black people, but y'all don't have nothing for white people. Nothing at all.
Well, in this case with Heavenly, the fan base is more focused on what has happened on the show versus what she's promoting and campaigning on.
Exactly.
And that reason alone, I feel like when she started to run, she should have separated herself from that show. Because at this point, you have to make people see you away from the show perception and the character that was built on the show.
But think
I've
about the
seen,
people who don't even watch the goddamn show, who really care about, like
but the
Ali said,
voices of
well,
the
it
people who
depends
watch
on
the
what.
show was much louder, Richie. I feel like more people, because to be honest with you, okay, I'll give you this one point. I didn't really care what she had to say. I was just like, I don't like Heavenly. But you pushed along I feel like you pushed this to make me realize sometimes you just, in this case, because we are so focused on her character, we don't know what she's running on. We don't really know what she's about. We're just focusing on her as the character
On the show.
yeah. And at this point, if we are serious about politics, as we say we are, at least open your ears to hear what she's talking about. Because that's one of the things that I feel like as a community in general, if we feel like the whole situation with Kamala and the argument about people supporting her, not supporting her, I feel like a lot of people look at it like, oh, we're safe with a certain personality, and we're not listening to the campaign points. We're not listening to what they're saying and their rollout. We're just focusing on, well, I think she'll be safer because she seems nice, or she did what he did. We haven't heard what she has to say, what she gonna do. And we really do need to focus on what she has to say versus what we feel about a person. Because people can make you feel lovely and happy when you see them, but they just smiling in your face and not saying nothing that really is gonna help you. So my thing is with Heavily, I never really listened to what she had to say. And
Exactly.
that's like, it says to me at that point that I am kind of feeding into what people already feed into, is just going with the crowd. We have to sit back and open our ears and say, what is the individual talking about? And what would they be a good candidate for this election based off of their talking points and what they're pushing and what they're promoting? I don't think anybody can say that they heard what she had to say. We just too busy saying we don't like Ebony.
Look at Jason Lee, for instance, right? We
Mm-hmm.
can't stand Jason Lee, but Jason Lee secured, like, I forget how many millions of grant dollars to open up a youth center in wherever he lives, or wherever he is sometimes.
Yeah. But Jason Lee has a history in politics before he pulled away and started doing gossip, and like he has a history in public relations, government. I was surprised because I really wasn't knowing what he was. I always thought this man was a gossip rag. But the
Right.
more he started talking, I started realizing, oh, he's kind of built for this. He's done this before. Will I be in Stockton voting for him? No, I'm in DC. So, but the people there seem to like what he's talking about. And
But
they
if
were
I was in
watching.
Jason Lee's district, if I was in Heavenly's district, I would vote for them. Why? We don't have representation like y'all think we do. We don't
Mhm.
get shit. We don't have stuff being worked out. People want to cry about us not getting us, like the foreigners get all these opportunities and
Mm.
financial assistance and all that stuff. That's because they have people fighting for them. We don't have nobody fighting for us.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't give a damn what Heavenly did on Married to Medicine. I really don't. Everybody on there is deplorable to me. Every single person on there is despicable.
Yeah, they've played it up so much that people can't separate the person from the character. I really feel like all of them are characters on that show.
Exactly.
Their
They act
character.
real crazy and they do whatever they have to do to push the ratings. But their
Exactly.
real life, I don't know, because that made me not as a doctor. The stuff that not as a doctor, but the stuff that the doctors have said on this show, it makes me afraid to go to them for service. Because like the stuff, what's her name, Miss Jackie, Jackie. She said some stuff out her mouth that I'm like, wow. I wonder what she does in her like. It's just, but that's because she was saying stuff to get attention to it, and I don't. Now she's like she walked it back, but I was like, you gotta be careful. You know what I'm
And
saying?
let's take that for instance, right? Jackie. So at a certain point, maybe the show might have hit a lull, and everybody feel like, oh, we got to step it up because we'll get canceled. Like, look at Miami. So everybody's doing stuff, to make narratives or whatever. So Jackie called herself being more
Hey, Dana.
visible, going on Heavenly's channel and having debates and said some wrong shit or whatever. And she paid and is paying dearly for that because the fans, they're rabid now. It's like Jay-Z was saying, people don't want to really hear what he's saying, but it doesn't just stop at social media now. Like, because of social media, people take shit too far. So she said that, and now people like, she need to get off the show. She need to get off the show. Well, when she was on the show trying to be more likable, y'all wanted to crucify the lady because of the things she say, or her husband, or this or that, da, 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 da. So it's like, I get both. I get both things.
I get both things, but I feel like with her situation, it was directly affecting her business because she was talking about her patients. That's different from I'm running for a political seat and I'm trying to get you all to hear what I have to say to promote like the change I want to see in my district. That's different. That's what I said. Like the difference is one person is direct. She's directly talking about her patients. Now people are questioning her ability and her ability to do something, ability to be respectful to her patients' needs and wants. Because it was talking about people pretending to be in pain. But for me, I feel like the conversation taught me one thing. At the end of the day, it's always about what the person is talking about and what they're promoting, and don't make it an issue of the individual and not liking them. Because one thing I know when Kanye tried to run, he said some wild shit out of his mouth, and I was just like, yeah, it ain't gonna work happening. And the stuff he was talking about doing, he wasn't even talking about a platform. He just wanted to put his name in the race and run. And everybody was like, Kanye is losing it. That's the point where you need, like, you do have to turn around and listen to what they have to say. We don't do that these days anymore. We just base it off of, oh, I like this person, or I think the track record is safe to basically keep them in office. I don't know. I
Real
think
quick,
what's going on
sidebar.
now, we need to really
Sidebar.
do open up
How
our
do y'all
ears.
get rid of old chicken grease, chicken frying grease?
What you want to take it and put it in, throw it away?
Yeah.
I usually put it down the drain with liquid soap to break it up, and then
Mm,
run the
mm-mm,
garbage
mm-mm,
disposal.
mm-mm, mm-mm. It's
You
a
do.
private house there. No, put it in a plastic bag, tie it up, throw it out in the garbage.
All right.
Okay,
No, because I'm saying, you got to think about. I just had a major flood here. Remember
then. Mm-hmm.
about
You're not
two
supposed
weeks
to do
ago.
that
It,
because
it ruins the
like
pipe
yeah,
in,
because for
in
instance,
due
my
time.
dad, we have a garbage disposal, and
Oh, that.
he was putting everything in the garbage disposal. So now we have kind of a backup in our drains. We have to get our drains like
Yes,
I don't know, like push the stuff through. I don't know how you do
I've
it.
been doing that since I literally just put dish grease in it and let it break up and send it down.
but after a while,
You
it,
live in
it
an
will
apartment,
cause
right?
a
I lived
backup.
in a house and I lived in an apartment, and that's what I always did.
Yeah, but
Apartment might be better equipped for that, but in a house, you will fuck your shit up eventually.
Damn.
exactly.
I'll stop it from here on out.
Yeah, because in the house you have to open up that flap, the backwater flap. And all that
Mhm.
stuff gets stuck in there, and that's what I had to do. If I showed you the pictures, you would lose your cookie
Damn. Okay.
of everything that was inside there. It was terrible.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's fun to see how y'all do it. I see seeing people put They got some kind of thing that makes it like turns it into a gel. Because one time I did put it in the trash. It leaked all over the sidewalk outside. The stain is still out there. So I'll just wait until trash day to put it up. I'll just put it in, find a container to put it in.
Right, right, right.
But go ahead.
Mhm.
My bad. As
No,
you
I
wish.
just, I'm sorry. Go ahead, lovely.
No, Amy, you was hitting the good points. That's why I didn't say anything. I think where he messed up, he should have said in the beginning, he should have said the public, and history shows us that the public usually is going to just look at her and say, here's another loudmouth, fat black woman. That's what he should have said in the beginning, but he didn't put
But
that
it's,
prefix on it.
but
So
it's
it
not
seemed like,
arguments
wait,
that
wait,
you
wait,
use,
wait,
though. I'm
wait, but
sorry.
it seemed like it was just coming from him. Like he was saying, she's fat and black. You know, that's why Richie was
That's
like,
how it
wait a
came
minute.
out.
Yeah, it
Right, that's how it
activated.
came out. He should have said that the public is going to see her like that, white America, because
Mm-hmm.
that's how they, you know, from history shows us that's how they view a
Mm-hmm.
heavyset black
I
woman.
think a lot of people are getting away with just smiling in our faces and we're okay with just letting them in. I think we
Exactly.
haven't really required, as of late, we don't require really much from our politicians other than them being like well spoken. Like you can speak well, you got a good vocabulary, but when we're talking
But
about policies and all the rest
if
of that stuff,
you,
nobody's really requiring much. You just want to make sure they don't act like stupid in public. I hate to say
like
it
a,
like
a
the way
point
Trump
I
acts.
made in the chat yesterday about Kamala, I was like, okay, sounds good. First black woman in there, that would be great. And this, that, and however, when it came down to, you remember, I don't know if you know about history with the black people that lost all their monies in the banks or whatever. And she
Mm-mm.
was talking about fighting to get that money back, right? In one sentence, she said that. But then in the next sentence, that's what the point I'm trying to make. You got to listen to what they say because they do a lot of dancing with the words. Now, in one
Mm-hmm.
sentence, she said, we're going to fight and get that money back because that was wrong, what happened to them. And I'm going to make sure that that money is dispersed amongst all people of color. Hold up. Wait a minute. All people of color didn't work and in as housekeepers and maids and this and that, what have you, and save their money and put it in that bank. That was those black people's money. So that money should go back to the people or their descendants at this point. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? How the hell you just gonna take our money and take their money and just divvy it up amongst all people of color? All people of color don't share the same history
Yeah,
so far as
that's
their struggle. You understand? It's not
mm-hmm.
right. I was like, oh, that's that bull crap. I said, what she's trying to do is please the masses. I said,
Yeah.
nah, I'm through with her. And that's why I didn't. I said,
There
nah.
is a reason why she was chosen. Just like I played the video of
Exactly.
Joe Biden, how he really feels towards the black community and the laws. Joe Biden has did more damage to the black community than y'all
I,
really know. If you want
I
me to
no,
show you, I
I
will.
I saw that video yesterday.
Joe
I was like,
Biden has
look
He
at
always
is
this here.
been.
responsible for a lot of the legislation, especially
Mm-hmm.
Hillary Clinton. The three-strike rule, she called black people super predators. That's why when people be like Hillary Clinton, I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah, she had
whoa.
Hey,
enough bites at the
did,
apple. Go on there.
did
Go
you
on there.
hear
I
what
might
he
have to take y'all
said?
down. We might have to do some history lessons with these motherfuckers for real, for real.
Did
We
So I
you
need a
can
new
show
hear?
y'all.
batch of politicians with new ideas. No more people just showing up and saying, "Hey, who has a history? Not the best track record. They have the worst track records." I know everybody not gonna be perfect when they do legislation, but some of these people is like, "Come on, we got to do better than the people they keep throwing at us." Like
No,
the
Richie, I think
Clintons
you
don't
should
need to
play
be
it
nowhere
again.
near nobody's legislation. They had too many bites at the apple, and they
Did you?
shown themselves to just not do the
So,
right stuff. Like y'all gotta. It's time to go.
not
Go somewhere
not
else.
just the right stuff. Did you hear that thing she played yesterday with Biden back in 92 or 93? He
I play
even
it
said
again.
in there in that speech, he was like, and the children born out of wedlock, they belong in prison. That's
Who
what
said
he
that?
said.
Who
I'm
Yes,
gonna
said
play
wait,
that?
it again. I'm gonna play it
wait,
again.
wait, play it
Oh
with you.
hell
I was like,
no!
oh
He
my
said
God.
that.
Yes.
Listen, I gotta
Oh
tell
hell
you,
no!
it's one, two,
His son sound
five
act like
videos.
he out in a wedlock. Wait, he be going out here smoking that crack. I know he not talking. I'm
There's
sorry.
only 5 videos, but they're very important videos, and they're only
Yes.
about 2 and 3 minutes long. So shall we?
The C-SPAN networks bring you long-form public affairs programming from the nation's capital and are a public service of your television provider. C-SPAN, created by cable.
The fourth challenge is to take back our streets from crime, gangs, and drugs. And we have actually been making
This is in 96.
progress on this count as a nation because of what local law enforcement officials are doing, because of what citizens and neighborhood patrols are doing. We're making some progress. Much of it is related to the initiative called community policing, because we have finally gotten more police officers on the street. That was one of the goals that the president had when he pushed the crime bill that was passed in 1994. He promised 100,000 police. We're moving in that direction, but we can see it already makes a difference. Because if we have more police interacting with people, having them on the streets, we can prevent crimes. We can prevent petty crimes from turning into something worse. But we also have to have an organized effort against gangs. Just as in a previous generation, we had an organized effort against the mob. We need to take these people on. They are often connected to big drug cartels. They are not just gangs of kids anymore. They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy. We can talk about why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heel. And the president has asked the FBI to launch a very concerted effort against gangs everywhere. In addition to that, he has appointed a new drug czar. You probably saw him Tuesday night. He's one of the most distinguished active military generals that we have in our country. He's already proven.
We'll figure out how the niggas got like that later. But right now, they need to heal. That's what you're talking about, dog.
But you said to heal in prison. That's what you.
Oh damn! They was out here really flexing. They wasn't even pretending. She said
that he knows how to interdict drugs because of his command of the South American activity on behalf of the United States. But General McCaffrey will make a big difference. And I believe it is now time for all of us to know what we can do individually to be part of this anti-crime, anti-gangs, anti-drug effort. The fifth challenge is to protect the environment.
So 25 years after the 1994 crime bill was enacted, we are still having conversations about the import and significance of the bill.
That 1994 crime bill, it did contribute to mass incarceration in our country.
It's important that people remember the context of the political environment in the early 1990s.
The other big piece of legislation on Capitol Hill tonight is the crime bill.
Now, violent crime peaked in 1991, and the drafters of the bill didn't know that in 1993 and 1994 when they were drafting and signing it. Urban areas, urban cities across the country were ravaged by crack cocaine, and Americans were afraid of crime. The 1994 crime bill was
put the shit here.
Thank you.
This was a pretty significant bill at the time, and President Clinton and Senator Biden at the time were right that the bill was significant.
The most significant federal effort to deal with violent crime in America that has ever been undertaken.
It was important for a Democrat at the time to be seen as taking a significant role in trying to reduce crime and violence in the United States. And at the time, the Congressional Black Caucus was part of the debate around the crime bill. And the Congressional Black Caucus didn't want every provision that was included in this bill. It became clear that the provisions in the 94 crime bill were going to be a political compromise.
Let's come back to this one.
They are not just gangs of kids anymore. They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy. We can talk about.
Real quick, I just got an emergency alert that said something about immediate dispersal order. I don't know what that means. Did y'all get that?
No.
And it's not giving me any other information. Emergency alert. Update. Immediate dispersal order. What is the fuck? I told you how they got some shit going down at our naval base, our naval yard. I'm gonna look this up.
Why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heel.
We have predators on our streets. They are beyond the pale, many of those people. Beyond the pale. And it's a sad commentary on society. We have no choice but to take them out of society. There's about 100,000 of them, if you want to be rhetorically extreme about it, who are the predators. There's 100,000 real bad apples out there. 100,000 of the kids you read about in the front page of the newspaper every day.
It was a mistake. He's been in government 47 years. He never did a thing except in 1994 when he did such harm to the black community. And they were called, and he called them super predators. And he said that. He said it, super predators. And they have never lived that down. 1994, your crime bill, the super predators.
Your response to that, Vice Chair?
My response to that is I never, ever said what he accused me of saying. The fact of the matter is in 2000,
liar.
After the crime
That's
bill
when he
had
was
been
losing his mind, right?
in the law for a while, this is
Yeah,
a
he
guy
probably
who
don't even
said,
remember what he did that day.
You know what? Hillary Clinton said that shit, and Bill Clinton. He might not have said
Please
that.
go on my website, get the quote,
I gotta
the date
look.
when he said it. Not enough people.
He called them
talked
super
about
predators. He was
marauding
he
gangs, young gangs, and the people who are going to maraud our cities. This is a guy who in the Central Park five innocent black kids, he continued to push for making sure that they got the death penalty. No.
Not for nothing. That was one group of people. You did that to a generation of black men that are still in jail, we are still suffering the effect of your fucking, for you and the Clintons fucking crime bill, nigga.
Can I say something?
Yes.
You know what the purpose of it was, right? To have mass incarceration, to put us back into a form of slavery. And it's about money. And that's when all the private prisons came about. It's
Yep,
all
they got a
about
lot of
money.
money.
That's what it was about. We need labor. Just like they wanted to build this America's here, they went and got the slaves to make labor. So now that slavery has been abolished here in their government, they have abolished it. But we know how to get them back into slavery. We're going to lock them up. We're going to put the drugs in it. What's the name? They can't resist. They can't find decent jobs or what have you because discrimination or whatever. That they're going to commit crimes, and then we'll lock them up, and we can make them work and print license plates for 2 cents. Slavery. All over again.
I keep telling these young Negroes that this is a new form of slavery, prison. And then in Alabama, it's so terrible that they have actual prisoners like working in McDonald's and Wendy's, working whatever, and not getting paid and allowed to go back to prison. These companies, there's a list of companies who get free or discounted labor from the prison system. This is some new, like people, these little boys, they out here killing each other. It's terrible. They don't understand what is really going on.
They don't have a clue. They don't have a clue that they are on the menu.
And then the new thing when they're talking about how they're gonna have them out there picking, and remember in school when you had shop class, when you go to the wood shop or whatever, or you had the cooking class where they teach you how to cook and whatever. They're trying to implement that, but they're doing it in the form of them going out to pick the grapes and then this and that and the fruit and this and that, and they're gonna call it agriculture. That's the bullshit.
Or they
Yeah,
pick a
that's
fruit.
why the Department of Education is the Department of Labor now.
Yes.
It's
the reason they wanted to dismantle the Department of Education for that very purpose. Is another one.
They know it's coming.
How
They said
can
this is
we
the
get
first
these
generation.
niggas back into slavery?
They
Is
said this is the
basically what
first.
it is.
You know how they said most generations, their generation after them are usually smarter than them. They said this new generation is actually not smarter than the generation before. It's like they've lowered they have gotten worse. So it's almost like they're preparing them to be enslaved. It's like
Exactly.
we had the pandemic, those kids were out of school. Now we have, like, I was talking to my sister the other day, and like, we live by the Washington Capitol, and we just talking about these young boys that got into a gunfight over there, and it's like the national police, the U.S. You got the U.S. Guard, the what's it called, guard, they just got released to the cities. They had ICE out there, and they had
National.
DC police, the National Guard. They snatched those boys up so quick, and I was like, "Why do you think they do that?" She said, "'Cause some boys are on them drugs that make them not be thinking. They don't even be like panic. They don't pay attention to you're going to jail. There's no question about you down here in federal land. Because what people don't understand in DC, we are a district of Columbia. We're the district, but most of the land downtown is federal. So whenever you get in trouble in the
Mhm.
federal spaces, you're getting charged for a federal crime.
Yeah.
And now they put Trump to sign something to do the death penalty for the federal, like a federal crime.
Mm,
So
mm,
these boys are high on that K2, all types of stuff, running around acting like little banshees. And they think that they're just gonna go and go to be set down in a holding cell. No, you're about to get shipped off to a federal prison, and you're gonna be there working for free until you're like 40 or 50 years old. Because these kids are like 15, 16 years old doing this crazy stuff.
mhm.
And they're not thinking. They don't have a clue. Because I'm thinking to myself, like, are you slow? This is federal land. Why would you even start a fight out here? You couldn't wait to get back to your neighborhood to fight? Now you about to go to jail for the rest of your life. They're not giving no breaks.
But even with that, it just sickens me how I see a lot of them fighting for territory, shooting each other up. You don't own a motherfucking thing, not even one house on that block.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not yours, you idiot. I don't get it. I
Yep.
don't know why people don't think things all the way through.
They on them
They
drugs. And the
like
drugs they got
children.
them on now, I don't even know what's in their brain is like completely fried. The drugs
Yeah.
are so bad now. I'm trying to tell you. Because, like, I smell weed in this area. It don't even smell like weed. It smells like death. I couldn't even say what it is. They be like, "Oh, this is weed." I'm like, "I don't know what that is, but that ain't weed."
Everybody thinks that, okay, they made marijuana legal to a certain extent, based upon how much you can have at a time. And, oh, it's great. Let's get into this business or whatever. It's a reason for that. Do you know here in New York City, the people that was just selling, regular weed or whatever, the stores,
Mhm.
the police was going in there, well, they were sent in there to, they even poisoned certain batches of weed. Yes, they did. To make
They
sure that you
poisoned
could
it.
only buy
Oh,
it from the dispensary. Tell me
I
why that
believe
is.
that
Tell me,
because it's
no, that's what happened. It was on the news.
Oh, I'm saying I agree. What I've been seeing, it makes all sense now. Because I'm telling you, the stuff I smell, it smells like death.
It's mixed with something. Trust me. Not regular obsessed Buddha. Think
Mm-mm.
about all this stuff we got now. Loud, this, that, what have you. You ain't had that chip. I can remember when I was a kid. Okay, I could say it. They can't do a damn thing to her. My mother's, sleeping in peace right now. My mother was one of the biggest weed dealers out in Coney Island.
Mm.
Okay, was right there. She grew in the house, whatever, this, that, and the third. The weed I was raised up, smelling and this and that, what have you, dismantling straight from the tree is different from the weed that we have today. Yeah, like I'm telling you, they have Buddha, they have sass, whatever. All this loud, this, that, whatever, all these different names. That shit is mixed with something. That's not regular weed.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. And it's making them do crazy, dumb stuff, but they are
Of
going to go to
course.
jail.
It's a part of the plan.
No, they didn't say so. There was an audio about it was Mitch McConnell and Kevin McCarthy, and they were caught in audio discussing bringing back child labor, slavery, or field work, and then now they're saying, oh, it was false, it was unsupported, and they have taken all of they're trying to hide it and claim it's all this fake false news. This is the shit now that these two people own all of the media in the country. Now they're saying, oh, that was fake. That was fake. They're playing in our faces. I heard the shit. It was not fake.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to find it.
Mitch McConnell, he always act like he's disabled when people ask him questions. He try to fall out and
He
stuff.
like short circuits in real time.
I don't think nothing wrong with that, man. I think he don't want to answer questions, so he act
He
like he
is
fall.
old. No, that bitch is old. He done probably had a couple strokes. He just be
But you
looking.
notice how he always having a episode when people ask him real questions. If you ever noticed that?
No, I seen him the other day and they asked him a simple question. He just forgot what he was saying. He was like, what are we saying? I don't know. It could be fake.
I think his ass finds a good time to act like he don't know what's going on. And it's always when somebody asks him something about some real stuff. Because if they say, "Hey, how you doing today?" He be like, "I'm good." Then he be like, "What about this issue?" And he be like, "Ugh," and start falling all over the place. Like, motherfucker, you ain't slick. I know. Listen, there are some people who are older that know the game and they know how to get out of. They know how to move quick. I think Trump's something wrong with him, but Mitch McConnell, I think he's slick. He want to slip people.
They
He
don't
may
want
be.
him to lose his seat. That's all. That's why they keeping him in there.
He gonna probably wind up dying in that seat because he won't leave. He's gonna be like one day he's just not gonna
I
come to
feel like
work.
nigga done already died right in front of our eyes for real.
It's not that he won't leave. He's needed at vote because that's a guaranteed vote for what they
Yeah,
want to
they keep
do.
him in there. I feel like he's gonna be one of those people. They be like, "Where's Mitch at?" That's when he gonna be like, "Oh, he died at home." Because that happened to that lady scoliosis, the one who she never left her. She never retired. She died as a Supreme Court justice.
Oh,
She
let me
just
see
didn't
the
come to
clip.
work one day.
A dumb society is a controllable. Exactly. C.C. Patterson. Great. Unfortunately, not so black males going to prison is an aspiration.
I
Yeah.
really can't
Sad.
find the audio.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you so
No,
long.
I'm looking for this audio and they really like suppressed it. That's
Yeah,
how I
I can
know
believe
it's
it.
real because they really are hiding it. If it wasn't normally when this stuff is fake, they don't give a shit. They don't take it down everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is people are too woke today, and people, those are what we call receipts or what have you. They'll tell you what they're gonna do if you just listen. Like Trump,
Mm-hmm.
everything he's doing right now, he told you he was gonna do it. Everybody's acting like, "Oh, I'm so surprised! Look what he's doing! Oh my god! Oh my god!" He
I think
told you.
you played something the other day where they were saying that Trump is taking the fall for all of their dirty work. He does it,
Exactly.
but he
He's
gets the
the
back.
only one, and the plan is big. It's bigger than him. Everybody's, saying, "Oh, Trump is doing this." Let me tell you something. Trump would not be up in there if certain powers that be didn't want him in there.
Mm-hmm.
Way we can do that.
Okay, maybe I found it.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Wait, is this it?
That's ridiculous. Mitch, we have to get rid of the separation of church and state. We must have state-funded religious schools. I don't see where you're getting it. Mitch, those schools.
Now they playing in our faces. This is somebody reenacting it. This is basically what they said. This isn't the audio that I heard, but this is what they were saying. I need to rewind this. Hold on. Sync Facebook.
Right, Gina Explorer, right.
Mitch, we have to bring slavery back. Those were the good old days.
They didn't say it like
How
this.
we do that? There's no way we can do that, Mitch. Black people won't do it, but white people will. Kevin, how do we get white people to be slaves? That's ridiculous.
That sounds like AI.
This is AI. I'm gonna tell you what happened.
State-funded religious schools. I don't see where you're getting it. Mitch, those schools will have programs for 4th through 8th graders. I think I see where you're going here. How is that going to work? Mitch, we get the kids to pick all the produce as a part of their work program to teach them the values of good old-fashioned blue-collar labor and the bounty of God. Kevin, I don't think that anyone will go for that. Mitch, it's all about grooming. Start in the 1st grade and by 4th grade, they'll be ready to do it. Kevin, but we already have people to pick the produce. Mitch, we have to finish the wall. Kevin, no way that's going to happen. Mitch, we find better ways to get the immigrants out of the United States. Kevin, don't need ICE.
Mitch, yes. Kevin, this will be too busy, too hard, and we'll be too busy trying to sustain this over long periods of time and generations. Mitch, no, we get rid of the abortion laws in the United States and we make it mandatory that all 8th grade females be impregnated in order to graduate. Kevin, oh, like replacing the crops. Ha ha ha. Pun intended. Also, Kevin, I will work on getting the abortion ban. You work on state-funded religious schools. Mitch, we don't have to do either. Lindsay and I took care of that with the new SCOTUS.
Now, I actually heard the real conversation of them. This is somebody reading the back. They probably added a little extra because I don't remember them saying slavery, but they were saying slavery without saying slavery. I remember the actual audio of that, which I can't find anywhere, which tells me it was real. And it was before a lot of this shit happened. Now a lot of this stuff has happened. The abortion ban, the doubling of ICE, the Supreme Court justices, a lot of this stuff has happened. The dismantling of the Department of Education and making it Department of Labor. They said some more stuff in here too. I heard that. I'm gonna find it.
I had a girlfriend down south that had to leave her state to go get an abortion, and it was it's really hard for those people down there. It's like you just like Georgia doesn't allow abortion, so you have to go to the neighboring states to find like help. And some of those people are doing stuff that is dangerous. They're taking pills that are expired, especially the abortion pills, and they have to go on. It's just bad. It's not like,
I don't remember if y'all saw me play. Shut up! If y'all saw me play the thing where the doctor wouldn't say men couldn't have babies, but the whole reason of that hearing was because a lot of the drug that they're taking for the abortions, not a lot, but enough people are actually not taken properly, not under the care of a doctor, like they get
provider.
out of state, and it can fuck up a fetus if it's supposed to be taken within a certain amount of, like, it's something like a real small window, like 6 to 8 weeks, something like that. And
I'm
people are taking
literally
it
Now,
later.
this just
that's
happened to
what I
my
said.
girlfriend. She
I
took
don't have
it.
sympathy for that broad that they arrested because that bitch was almost 6 months pregnant. Why the fuck would you wait? Sorry for the language. Until you almost 6 months.
Some people don't got
What
the
was you
money.
saying, Amy? What happened to your
My
friend?
friend she was in Atlanta. She got pregnant. She drove to North Carolina, and her dude took her to like a place where they gave her some pills. I don't know what happened, but she came back and she was like still bleeding after a number of days. And I called her and was like, "What's going on?" And she was like, "It's starting to stink." I said, "Girl, you got to go to the ER." But she was scared to go in because she knew she had took that pill. But when she
Right.
got there, they was like, whatever, it wasn't gone. Her baby was still like it was
Right.
still remnants.
A
It was still
DNC
remnants.
had to be done.
She was
They
bleeding
did
with
it.
the
Yeah, they
baby
had to
in
do a
there.
DNC, and she had to stay overnight
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because
Did they
whatever
lock her up?
nah, because she said she tried to say she was because she had took the pills like on the 28th of February when she went in. It was like the 20th. Like I think it was like that. She basically was like that for like 3-4 weeks. And I told her, girl, you better go in. So when she went, she said that she was like they said she was miscarrying, but like they had to do a DNC and let her stay
Mm-hmm.
overnight to take the rest of it out. But she
Right.
was getting an infection.
Of course, because there's a dead body inside of her. Yeah.
Yeah, and she didn't like whatever they gave her in North Carolina did not get it out. And she was about 6-7 weeks when she went.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they killed the baby,
Doesn't
but it
work.
couldn't pass through. So what they had to do was place laminaria sticks around her cervix and give her a DNC.
Yep. But she was scared to go in because she already knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And I was like, girl, if you don't get your black ass to the doctor,
Guys, real quick.
because Mhm.
Time out. I'm going to take this off Richie B sides because that's supposed to be my channel that's for me to get my Amazon sponsorships and stuff. I'm gonna
Oh, I'm
take
sorry.
this government. No. So if you're on Richie B side, just come back to the Richie B.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I think I came in through the BGB side to this was it
I'll
the
put the link before I drop it.
okay.
You just click the link. But yeah, shit is wild out here.
Thank God she's okay. No, I just said thank God she's okay. You know, your friend,
Yeah.
because you know that could have killed her. Oh, Amy,
That
did
was
you
like
drop
a
down?
that was part of the hearing.
What is that? Go to Richie B. What is this?
I'm
That's
about to put it in the link right now. I mean in the comments right now. Because my Richie B side, so I do want to have an Amazon store, but ChatGPT was telling me that they're real particular about their partner. So like this is my Wild Wild West channel, but the other channel is going to be more like refined and no cursing and no
okay. So,
political.
so we got to get off this link
Yeah, I
and
put
go
the
back.
link in the chat. Get
All
off
right.
Richie B sides.
Okay.
All right, I'm dropping that now. I'm on to.